And 9 days I'm leaving for Tokyo once again for the Japan Mobility Show. And this year is going to be insane. And Toyota being the largest automaker in the world, and especially out of Japan, we're going to focus on what they're going to show there today. Now, many of you guys already have been keeping up with it. Toyota expanding their flagship luxury brand, the Century, into a coupe. It's already available as an SUV and a sedan, but the Century Coupe's going to be there. I'll give you hands-on coverage of that. I'll give you hands-on coverage of the Lexus LS minivan. Yep, rest in peace, sedan. The LS is going to 6x6 electric minivan. What in the world? Okay, and I'll give you hands-on coverage of the new Corolla. It is going to be, well, it looks like it's going to be fully battery electric, or at least some variants of it. Right there it is. There's also the Koyo Beko minivan here in this that I will cover, but many of you will not care too much because it's unlikely to come to the United States. And if you missed yesterday's video on Subaru bringing back STI, check that out with 2 different models. I made that video yesterday. And then I also covered Mazda. Mazda has a new concept. Mitsubishi might have some small stuff. Nissan have the L Grand redesigned, a Honda debuting a new EV, a small one that'll be made in Marysville, Ohio. But what you guys came here for today is clarification and information on Toyota's baby Land Cruiser. The miniature Land Cruiser, we expect to be called the Land Cruiser FJ, is going to make an appearance at the show, at least if we want to listen to what spies, or you could say scoop sites, are saying in Japan. Just like last time, 2023 Mobility Show, when David and I from Automotive Press, David Chow, shout out, will be again attacking the show again this year. Anyways, if there's a new Land Cruiser there in the form of the FJ, baby Land Cruiser, we will definitely give you guys coverage on it. But the big news is not only is it likely, almost 100% likely, going to be at the Japan Mobility Show. The big news is that Toyota is giving select media, not me, I will not be in Japan on this date. This is in just 3 days from now. And it could be introduced through the media October 20th. All right. So keep your eyes peeled October 20th, because Toyota is giving journalists a prologue to the Japan Mobility Show. And so it'll cover the Century Coupe. It'll cover the Koyo Beko, the Corolla concept, the Lexus LM minivan. Okay. All that is going to be showcased at this prologue show on October 20th. Again, our press days, October 29th and October 30th. I won't have embargo on that stuff, so I'll be able to give you guys, as long as I have the time, I'll be pumping that out to make sure you guys have content to feast on around Halloween. It's going to be fantastic. So here we have Mag X, the number 2 scoop site in Japan, number 1 being Best Car. Mag X, at least in the past year, has been a little bit more like taking some risks. They've had some kind of insider stuff when cars are going to be discontinued, things like that. So I've been appreciating that. Where Best Car, they have to be a little bit more careful, because I feel like Best Car is almost like a media arm of Toyota at this point. Okay. Anyways, the Land Cruiser FJ world premiere would be held at 5 a.m. October 21st. It is planned to be imported and sold from Thailand, with official announcement in Japan mid-2026. So October 21st, 5 a.m. is probably something like 3 p.m. or something like that, October 20th. In the United States. The Land Cruiser FJ, they're saying they're doubling down on this, is that it's going to be made in Thailand and exported from Thailand to the rest of the markets that get this vehicle. And Mag X has also been saying that it's not going to have a hybrid, it's not going to have a diesel, it's just going to have the old 2.7 liter 4-cylinder, tried and true, 6-speed automatic, I believe, potentially manual. I'm not quite sure. We'll know more in just a couple days, but you'll have lockers on this, at least a center lock at the bare minimum, on this miniature Land Cruiser FJ. So we've been waiting years. First of all, we've been waiting years for this ever since the reveal of the J250. Okay, at least the global reveal of the J250. I was in Salt Lake City for the North American reveal of the J250 Land Cruiser Prado. But this is the vehicle we're waiting on. This is it. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting. And I love the tire on the back. I love the ground clearance. this is a vehicle that I think would absolutely destroy the US market. A small body on frame, 4x4, off-road destroying little machine. Okay, this is kind of like Toyota's slightly bigger version of the Suzuki Jimny, also formerly known as a Samurai stateside. And it's just a darn shame because the off-road market is hot as heck in the United States. And Toyota wants to continue to pump into the Land Cruiser heritage and the Land Cruiser growth. To be honest, more than likely, the next Land Cruiser we're going to get is going to be a fully electric or a plug-in hybrid. Okay, or it could be both. It could be both. And that's like more of a Range Rover sort of fighter vehicle. While you will have some people that want that, this would be a much better selling vehicle for the US market. And I think most of you guys would agree. And if they get the price right, let's say it starts at $30,000. Maybe that's too low, $35,000. Even then, as long as it's under 40, maybe even more, because the market is insane. This is similar to, I know it's not going to resonate with a lot of you guys, but I have a small inline 4 motorbike, the ZX4RR, and it sounds like a super bike, and its handling is insane, and it's lightweight and it's fun, right? This will be just as capable in many senses of the word as a full-blown Land Cruiser. Okay, just way cheaper to get your feet wet into a Land Cruiser. And it's unfortunate that it's not coming to the United States. It'll head to Japan. Why wouldn't we get this here? Well, tariffs, as well as safety law requirements. They would have to beef this vehicle up massively in order to pass their safety requirements. And that is extraordinarily costly. However, I think that they could, with cafe data, they don't need to have a hybrid on this. They don't need for it to be fully electric. They just need to bring it in as is. Just a simple as heck 2.7 liter that has, it's like, I don't know, was 160 horsepower or something, and it's a torquey engine. That's the sort of engine to keep costs down that this vehicle needs. But I will update you guys if there's a huge reveal, October 20th. Don't worry, I will update you guys on the channel. Lastly, do you remember the Landhopper? Many of you guys thought that the Landhopper was going to be this until the Landhopper was revealed as this, which is a foldable little trike. There's 2 wheels in the front, 1 wheel in the back, and it's a little off-roading machine. And this would go hand in hand. You keep this in the back of the Land Cruiser FJ or your Land Cruiser J250 or 300, whatever you have, or even the Lexus variants. And this is Toyota saying, hey, Honda, you think your little Moto Compacto is really what people want? No, they want something that has a suspension. At least I do. Something that's a little bit more stable. These are bigger wheels than the Moto Compacto. Moto Compacto is good on carpet. It's good on extremely flat surfaces. Outside of that, it is a pain house because there's no suspension. But look at this. This would be very comfortable to ride as a little mobility scooter sort of thing. And it'll probably top off. Knowing Toyota, how conservative they are, they'll probably keep you at 15 to 20 miles per hour on it. But that's okay. I think it would be so fun to play with this, to review it, to test it out. And I like how the seat is customizable too in terms of height as well as fore and aft. So why am I bringing this up? Well, Toyota is showing this as well at the Mobility Show with a closer to retail version of it. All right. So I think Toyota is pretty serious at selling this. And if they do, it would be a crying shame if they left it out of the US market, because e-bikes are big here. People love to accessorize with Toyota OEM stuff. This thing would sell really well stateside. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more. Again, we might get an update on this FJ Mini Land Cruiser in just 3 days from now. At the very least, I should be able to show it for you at the Japan Mobility Show hands-on coverage. So, gosh, stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day and peace.